Hello Nutri subscribers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So previously I have given you the classes on theory classes, but from today onwards and also my upcoming classes will be on practical based studies. Okay, that means I'm going to give you an example of a case study and I'm going to teach you on that of each and every topics. As you know, in previous classes I used to tell only the theory based on a topic, like you take for example a cardiovascular disease or a kidney disease, like the topics I have explained. But from now onwards the case study is also included. Okay, and I hope you guys will enjoy this video and also you'll learn some what I'm teaching you. Okay, see here one thing I want to disclaimer here. I'm taking examples based on GPTs. It is only examples, it is not a real cases, and also it is not about the cases that I have handled. Okay, so it is completely an example. That means maybe it is from a book or maybe it is from a GPT. I am only taking examples, only the question, that's it. Nothing about the consonant of an individual. Okay, so this is the disclaimer. I'll give the disclaimer in the starting only, but I wanted to tell you this by person. Okay, today's topic is about practical assessment formulas. So what exactly here I'm going to teach you. So as you know, for the pre-assessment, if we are handling a individual, the first thing we'll do is a pre-assessment. That means we'll first know about his past history, his details, the personal details, and then personal details means the age, name, and also the occupation, which is very important, right, if you are giving a diet. So these information in the pre-assessment, there will collect his total body information as well. That means height, weight, and his lifestyle and his dietary patterns, habits, everything, right? So those are pre-assessments. Now we have collected every pre-assessments and it's completed. Now what you will do, you will jump into the calculation part. So for that calculation, what we needed formulas. So that we are going to learn in this session. I am only giving you the formulas in this session. Afterwards we'll take that formulas as an we'll take that formulas and we'll do the case studies in upcoming videos with the, like for example, if we are taking an example case study of the obesity. So first we have to know what is obesity. That I'll explain in a brief way, not in a detailed way. Now it won't be in a theoretical class, it will be a practical class. Okay, so I'll give a brief way of obesity and then we'll directly jump into obesity. So how we have to tackle, how we have to know the person is going on obesity, how we have to do the calculation, what is ABWs, you have to know this all, right? For that this session is important, so you have to see this video until the end. Okay, so yes, so these are the formulas of these 5 assessments, ma. So here you can see that I wrote height in centimeters and also feet in inches. If a person will tell you in a feet and inches, then you have to calculate by using this, and if a person directly tells you in centimeters, then you can directly note that down. And then next, as you know, we'll take weight in kgs only, so I wrote kgs. And next, the third one, which is very important, that BMI should be the formula of weight in kgs by height in meters square. Okay, so this is the formula of BMI, body mass index. And the next one is IBW, ideal body weight, where height in centimeters minus 100, then only we'll get the IBW. Okay, so the height should be in centimeters only. You have to convert if the person is saying you in the feet and inches. How we will calculate, how we will convert that, the conversions also I have given here. 1 feet is 30.5 and 1 inch is 2.5. Okay, for example, if a person is telling you 5 feet 3 inches, then you have to go with 30.5 into 5 plus 2.5 into 3. Then you will get the answer, that will be only the centimeters. So that's how you have to convert. And the next one is ABW. Here I already told you that ABW should be calculated if the person is obese only. So what is the formula of ABW? So here again I wrote ABW. Why? Because the actual body weight should be written here only. Okay, so actual body weight means what? The person is telling you the weight of a person. You can also write, but the formula should be only actual body weight minus IBW. So you got IBW, then you have to write here IBW. Okay, so actual body weight, for example, you take the actual body weight of a person is 60. Okay, so you got IBW like 40. So 60 minus 40, you will get the answer. Okay, so now that answer here, that answer into 0.33. So you have to calculate into 0.3, that the answer into 0.33, again you will get the answer. Now this answer plus ideal body weight, again you have to take the ideal body weight. Now if you plus this, if you sum up these two, you will get the actual body weight. That means the person should lose that weight. The answer you will. We have completed with anthropometric assessment. Now we are going with dietary formulas. Obviously, after calculation of that anthropometric assessment, we have to calculate the RD of a person. That means by using this dietary formulas. So obviously we are going to use 4, right? Energy, protein, fats and carbs. So in energy, we are in academic calculations will use Harris-Benedict equation, but in a hospital calculation you have to be quick if you have to write the calories, yes or no. So that's why we are going to write hospital calculations as well. Okay, so obviously we are going to write proteins, fats and carbs as well. So for energy, 1 gram is equal to 4 kilocalories, and protein is equal to 1 gram is equal to 4 kilocalories. Fats, 1 gram is equal to 9 kilocalories. Obviously carbs as well. So in this way we are going to write the formulas. You know the theory of all this. So I am not jumping into theory, I am going with the formulas only. So in energy I will write Harris-Benedict equation, and also I will write hospital calculations as well. So this is the formula of energy, ma. So it, as I said before, this is Harris-Benedict equation and this is hospital based formulas. That means for quick calculations. Okay. So obviously in academic calculations we'll use Harris-Benedict equation, which gives basic energy expenditure, and also we have to use REA, which is resting energy expenditure as well. So that that resting energy expenditure will mostly use in calorie deficient formulas. Yes, so that we will learn further in upcoming videos in detail. But now we have to know the energy formulas. For male it is 66 plus 13.7 into weight in kgs plus 5 into height in centimeters minus 6.8 into age plus stress factor and activity factor also we have to include. In anthropometric assessment only we have to include physical activity factor as well. That gives you the activity. That means the sedentary, lightweight, light exercise, also daily exercise, that we will also include in the physical activity, right? So that activity factor also we have to include. So for female it is 655 plus 9.6 into weight in kgs plus 1.8 into height in centimeters minus 4.7 into age plus stress factor plus activity factor. So this is the basic energy expenditure in academic calculation formula. And this for hospital it is simple. You just need to know whether the person is underweight or obese or overweight in anthropometric assessment only. So based on that we have to give this formula. If the person is a normal, then we have to use IBW into 25. If a person is underweight, we have to use IBW into 30 to 35. It is not by, it is 30 to 35. Mostly we will do like this, 30 to 35. It is not minus. 30 to 35 for underweight, IBW into 22 for obese, IBW into 20 for overweight. So this is what for the energy Harris-Benedict equation and also hospital based formula. So this is for only the energy. Okay. So next we will write about protein, fats and carbs. These are the proteins, fats formulas. As you know, for proteins we have to take RDA of the protein. What is the RDA of protein of an adult? 0.8 grams or the normal RDA protein that a person should eat per day. So for that 0.8 into weight in kgs of that person, will get the grams answer. Okay, and now this grams answer should be converted into percentage. Obviously this grams per day, that means the protein should be consumed by that person. So for the percentage we have to take grams, the answer grams into 4. Why 4? 4 is a 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories, right? So that is why we are taking 4 here. 1 gram, grams into 4 calories by energy. Energy we will get in the first one, right? By doing hospitalized calculation or Harris-Benedict equation. So for that answer into 100, then we will get the percentage. Why this percentage? This percentage for protein and fats percentage is used to calculate carbohydrates. For that we have to do percentage answer. Yes. So next, third one, this is about protein, and next third one is fats. For fats, obviously we know the standard is 15 to 25 or 30. We'll take 30 grams is the standard fats that a person should consume. So obviously we know we'll take, if we are giving a low fats, then we have to take 15. If it is a normal, then we'll take 25. If it is a high, we'll take 30. Okay, so here we are taking as per your POD, we'll give the grams into 9 calories. As you know, 1 gram is equal to 9 kilocalories by energy into 100. We'll get percentage of the fats. Okay, in fats we'll have visible and invisible fats as well. So visible fats are the whole or the half of the total fats. For example, if we take we got the answer fats for 40. Okay, if 40 is the if 40 is the, or you take 45, for example, just take 45. If 45 is the total fat, then the visible fat will be half of the total fat. That means 25 grams will be the visible. If we minus total fat and visible fat, then we'll get invisible fat. So this is how we will calculate the fats. So this is energy, protein and fats. So this is the carbohydrates formulas, ma'am. So here are the steps. The first step you have to follow is 100 minus protein x plus protein percentage plus fat percentage is equal to, you'll get the answer. And now the answer into energy by 4 into 100, you'll get the carbohydrates gram per day. So this is how the carbohydrate should be calculated. This applies for you. This is universal. This is not like academic and the dietitian field or the academic field. This is universal. For protein, fats, carbs, this will be universal. For energy, only for the quick calculation you have to go. Okay. The last formulas, ma'am, we came to the end. So here, if you look here, that I wrote 3. First one is TDEE, one is thermic energy effect, and third one is carbohydrate counting. Okay. So in first, the formula, as you know, total daily energy expenditure, we have to calculate BMR. You know the BMR we are using, Harris-Benedict equation for energy. And next, activity factor, you know the activity factor like sedentary, light activity, moderate activity, overactivity. Based on that activity factor, we have to write the number. Okay. And this is how we have to calculate total daily energy expenditure. This is the formula. And second one is thermic energy effect. So thermic energy effect, you guys know what is meant by thermic energy effect. I won't dive into the theory. Thermic energy effect, I won't dive into the theory. And this is the formula for this: 0.1 into TEI, total energy intake. Okay, total energy intake. And third one is carbohydrate counting. You know the carbohydrate counting as well. So this is the formula. The carbohydrate that the person is taking on that day, grams by 15 into units. You have to know that one exchange of carbohydrate is 15 grams. That means 1 unit of insulin carries 15 grams. So that's how we have to use. The ratio should always be 1:15. 1 unit of insulin units is to 15 grams of means carbohydrate. These are the ratio. Carbohydrate ratio. This is how we have to calculate. Okay, so these are the formulas. So these are the total formulas, my basic formulas. Next we'll learn about exchange formulas, how to calculate that is very important for a nutrition student. Okay, meal distribution and exchange list is very important, that we are going to cover in next video. And also we'll learn more formulas in the next session, and we'll end up with the formulas, and then we'll directly do case studies by giving. First you have to know the formulas now, so that is why. So yes, this is today's session. I hope you guys understood. So please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this channel to all the Nutri subscribers, because it is very important to know the basic information